Seems like my credits were on a little bit of a delay there. Just to be sure, I'm going to do those again. Yeah. All right. At least that time I'm sure they worked. Okay. All right. Am I making sounds for you guys? I have been having crazy tech issues today, guys. Everything has been just like not working at all, which is going to make for, I think, a really interesting show, but it's going to complicate my plans for the night. So I've been having problems with audio routing, and it's all software based, and I think it has to do with the thing that I did that allowed me to get the Monday method all upgraded with loopback. But I have to figure out how to make that also work for Thursdays, and I haven't been able to do that. So I think it is going to be a Stormcrow and Drumathy kind of show. Yeah, actually, I'm installing strap locks on this soon, but I haven't yet. But so for today, I've got these little rubber washers down here holding the strap on, because this thick coily cable likes to boot the strap off. But welcome to Cosmology, guys. We're going to be playing songs about space and aliens and spaceships and UFOs and satellites and moons and planets and stuff all night. And we're going to talk a little bit about some business stuff that's been going on, because I'm really excited about it all. And I've got a lot of balls in the air, irons in the fire, all that stuff. I'm pretty excited by it. So let's do a song first, I'd say, and then we'll talk about what's going on. Hi to the 7 of you who are early birds. I appreciate you guys being here. Listen, by the way, if you're watching on Facebook, make a Twitch account. I can't see what you're saying. I'm only if you're seeing it on Facebook, it's like a byproduct because it's there. But this is Twitch. That's where the magic happens. This is where you can heist. This is where you can earn fictional dollars called Bright Bucks that you can spend to make me all do all kinds of crazy stuff. The mods will talk about some of that in the chat tonight. They'll keep the links coming so you guys can see the different commands that you can redeem. And I think as an exercise, we should try to redeem as much as possible tonight. And I've allowed some things that are, asking me questions and for that, but we're going to start getting sillier too. So today marks the premiere of the Shatner Bright Bucks redemption option, by which if you redeem the Shatner command, which I believe Kendra, our moderator, is going to talk about how to do that, because I tasked them. Oh, okay, there you go. It's already happened. So. Kendra, she's redeemed the Shatner command, which means that I'm going to have to talk like William Shatner until the intro to the next song is complete. And you can redeem Shatner for a very low amount, which means that you could make me talk like this a lot. Very silly. And if it's awful for me, and I hate it, this could be the only night that it's allowed. So we're gonna do a song here on the deck of the Starship Lamplighter. And it's going to be dramatic. Thank you. So that's what Shatner is. Why not? We're gonna do some stuff to make me talk in accents, make me tell a bad joke, make me do a pun, make me read a dedication to someone else on air, no matter how silly it is. Let's pull some strings on me periodically, and we're gonna do one of my favorite songs about tonight's theme right now. Thank you for tuning in. Started with low light. Next thing I knew, they ripped me from my bed. Then they took my blood type. Left a strange impression in my head. Know that I was hoping I could leave this star-crossed world behind. They cut me open. Guess I changed my mind. And I might just have flown too far from the floor this time, 'cause they're calling me by my name, and they're zipping white light beams, disregarding bombs and satellites. That was the turning point. That was one lonely night. The star maker says it ain't so bad. Dream maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Now I'm back at home, looking forward to this life I live. Think it's gonna haunt me. So hesitation that this life I give, think you might cross over. Caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. Better look it over before you make that leap. You know I'm fine, but I hear those voices at night. Sometimes they justify my claim, and the public don't dwell on my transmission, 'cause it wasn't televised. That was the turning point. Oh, what a lonely night. Star maker says it ain't so bad. Dream maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Star maker says it ain't so bad. Dream maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. Global position systems are vocally addressed. They say the Nile used to run from east to west. It's fine, but I hear those voices at night sometimes. Star maker says it ain't so bad. Dream maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Star maker says it ain't so bad. Dream maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Don't mind me making a few adjustments, guys. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you here, Mike Marabella, the official cookie sponsor of Songs from the Big Chair. That was, of course, The Killers. Hey, what's going on, Alex? And who else did I miss? Hey, Damien. Hey, Lindsay, thank you for the subscriptions. I don't know if you guys caught, but that certainly should have triggered the boss battle. So that's cool. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the redemption of the Shatner. Welcome, stragglers, indeed. Guys, you know, do me a solid. Try right now to get somebody you know to come in. You know what I mean? Like, just toss it onto your social media and be like, "This is happening right now. Join us." All right. So housekeeping about the show. We're gonna move to a 90-minute format starting probably next week. It seems like the sweet spot based on my analytics, which means we might be talking about a move to 6:30 on Thursdays and Mondays. And that's not a guarantee, but it's a possibility. We shall see. Ooh, heist. I wrote today's heist, and I think it's fun. So let me just jump in there with a nice big treasure hunt wager. You missed me doing the killers. Hey, so if you haven't already noticed, we have a new line of merch out called Gritty City Bards, which is beginning with a design that I'm pretty happy with. It's a graffitied Philly skyline with the Gritty City Bards logo across it in neon, and that's available in a bunch of different styles and colors and as a bunch of different types of apparel and whatever. And if there's something that you'd like it on that is not on the website, please let me know. I can literally print it on anything you want within reason. You know, you can get it as a fanny pack, you can get it as a mask, you can get it as a shirt, a hoodie, socks, leggings, kind of anything you like. And the Gritty City Bards thing is the new punk as fuck thing. There's going to be several designs rolling out in relation to that are going to be quite different from each other, but I think a lot of fun. Yeah, and not all patrons, but patrons of the Imperator level get a permanent 10% discount on merch. So that's an important distinction, Joe. The low-level patrons, I give occasional 10% discounts to the other tiers as well. But Imperators have those at all times, and you just have to reach out to me for the code. Thank you, gorgeous. I'm loving the hair right now. Did you get dressed up to match me?
I made myself a little glitter alien.
Show everybody all the glitter alienness. You got to get up close. What is this face you were making, you stranger?
I don't know. Oh, wait.
Also, vintage.
Oh yeah, old school.
Vintage merchandise, guys. That the I Am a Challenger shirt is very old school. Only OGs have that shirt. Me and Stormcrow are in love today, so it's going to be a Stormcrow show, guys. I hope you're up for some ambient takes on a bunch of different things, including some of my own songs. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh man, and that was my first song of the night. But let's do another one. Let me think. Yeah. Also, mods. Let's definitely add in a redeem tell a bad joke thing. I think for 250 bright bucks at any given time, at the next pause in the show, I will either look up or from my brain summon a deeply corny joke and try to tell it with a straight face. I would enjoy watching a guy do that myself. And then also on the larger side, we're gonna start doing some new segments very soon. We have talked about this, but we're gonna have some guest stars on Mondays and Thursdays once in a while, and some interviews. Hey Danny, welcome. And we're gonna do some interviews with other artists that I've worked with or that I know. Let's do $250 for the joke thing. Doc, take my money. You're not really late though, Wifington. If you are, if you're in the room, you know. Yeah, let's do. What was I was in the middle of a thing. I gotta stop reading the chat while I'm trying to make announcements. Gritty City Bards talked about that. New merch talked about that. Some new stuff for TGE, but not ready to talk about. It's gone, whatever I was talking about. I think it was important, which is kind of a bummer, but it's gone. Oh, and there's a handful of this particular version of the Lamplighter shirt left. It's gray, V-neck, white, unisex style, and these have to be bought from me in person, but that does mean they come with a signature and they're a little cheaper. How about this tone I'm getting today, guys? Thank you for the host, Cody. Thank you, Emily, for hosting. I've just like mastered this particular sound that's becoming really a part of what I'm writing a lot lately. So let's try one of my songs in this particular style. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care whether people are actually watching or if you're hosting for one viewer. It actually helps the algorithm or some crap, I hear. This is like if you gave the "How We Live and Die" treatment to one of my other songs. Let's see if I can pull it off. More delay. Yeah, let's mix that delay more. And let's dirty it up a little. Redeem dumb joke. Okay. Redeem a dumb joke before we get into the song. You know what? This song is really special to me. But on the other hand, I have different fingers. And this is a take on the Great Enough song. It's like trying to catch your breath, but you're in outer space. You're a detective who can't let go of an unsolved case. It's like sitting through a movie, but you've already guessed the end. It's inexplicable why we try again. It's like you know the soul is up there and it's hanging by a hair. Your phone ain't even comfortable, but no one seems to care. You know the pain in my head, but your only business ain't. It's inexplicable why we try again. We try to make a dollar out of dust. We try, but the world makes fools of us. We try, and we fail and fall, and then we try again. We try again. the soul is up there, it's hanging by a hair. Those are not the words to that verse of the song. So I'll start it over and I'll try again, which is the point. Anyway, it's like you know you're a pretender, but they've thrown you a parade, hoping no one notices the mess that you and me. Sit and wave and wonder the predicament you're in. It's inexplicable why we try again. Try to make $1 out of dust. Try, the world makes fools of us. We try, and we fail, fall, and then we try again. We try again. Yeah. We try again. It's like you're giving away the answers no one comprehends. It's inexplicable why we try again. We try to make $1 out of dust. We try, but the world makes fools of us. We try, and we fail and fall, and then we try again. We try again. Yeah. We try again. That was fun. That was interesting. I don't know what tonight's sound is, but it's very me, and I know that because I'm improvising a lot of it. Well, caffeine. Yeah, I've had a rough week myself, guys. It looks like I gotta try to get a new vehicle up and running. So Joe and I have been commiserating a little bit, helping each other through it, as it were, as you do with your friends. All right. Man, listen, even just this. Just down to just distortion. Really happy with my tone is what I'm saying. Always a big fan of when that happens. So So that tone basically belongs to this song. Which I'm not ready to premiere yet. It's not finished, but I'm getting some real damage going on that one. That's where that tone came from. So give me a second to adjust that. There you go, 3 octaves at once, guys. Alright, but Joe, make sure you don't just end up recreating my pedal board, man. We'll find things that make sense for you. Actually, you're still hearing the brainwaves. This is just water with some stuff in it. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, tossed a coin to the Twitcher, as it were. I am still not able to go out and do my job properly, so I am still subsisting on the limited income available to me through Twitch and Patreon and all things like that, which is it's unlimited. If it don't talk, it ain't alive. Whoa, that's heavy. That's wild. Yo, your child is spinning me out a little bit, Emily. All right, here we go, guys. I'm working hard on this one. Conspire to ignite all the souls who care if we live or die. I'll never let you go if you promise not to fade away, never fade to hold you in my arms. Yeah, yeah, far away. She was taking me far away from the memories of people who care if I live or die. I'll never let you go if you promise not to fade away. Yeah, fade away. Our hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations, yeah. Our hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations. Hold you in my arms. I just wanted to hold you in my arms. I just wanted to hold. Well, it is all ambient arrangements, Emily. You're not supposed to be able to pick the song out of a lineup right away. Don't worry, Mike. Oh man, we gotta get the chat really comfortable using the redeem feature. I think the problem is a lot of you guys don't know how. Come back to focus. You can do this. How to redeem all the different features that you can redeem. Come back in focus. Come to me. That's more like it. Thank you. And not every song tonight will be on theme because I don't have enough originals that fit a space theme. So feel free to request originals of any stripe tonight. Whether you know the title or not, or whether you just have like a sort of a genre idea or whatever. It's fun operating that with your feet. Oh, Damien has redeemed a dumb joke. Okay, let me see. Let me see what we can come up with. So I've been reading this horror book, this horror novel, right? In Braille. And something bad is going to happen. I can feel it. Kendra, what question are you trying to make that thing ask? I think I'm about to do a mashup, guys. I started playing a little bit of the song that I was initially wanting to do, and it made me think of something else. So we might do both. But first, a completely off-topic original that I just am really enjoying playing. I don't care if talking politics at dinner leaves you feeling scared. If your parents are well educated billionaires, burn them in effigy. These are not priorities. I don't care if you scream that all celebrities are parasites. Hear the crickets when you're asked about human rights. Spare me the calumny, these are not priorities. I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. I hope I live to see hearts and minds take flight. I hope we'll be alright. I don't care if she takes his name or it's not her bag. I don't care about your motherfucking rebel flag. Lost causes bore me, these are not priorities. I see that the new Americana is the righteously dumb. We attend the Church of Ritalin and Lithium. Pray to the industry, these are not priorities. I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. I hope I live to see hearts and minds take flight. I said hearts and minds take flight. I hope we'll be alright. Let a hateful liar be the president. Kingdom come already came and went. Where are we going now? Wanna be free, we're free in a casket. Million dead for the one of a mask, you said. Where are we going now? I'd rather take a knee. I'd rather stand and fight. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I hope I live to see. Yeah. Hearts and minds take flight. I said our hearts and minds take flight. I wanna see our hearts and minds take flight. We'll be alright. Yeah, this is definitely, to Mel's point, this is definitely one of those songs where, like, if you're not down with my politics, this is the song that makes you stop listening to me or following my show, this is the song that makes you go, "Oh, great, another musician with an opinion. Just shut up and entertain us," or whatever. But if you're that kind of person, please don't ever buy my merch or my records. Like, just seriously, fuck a chainsaw. I have no time for you. All right, I want to track and make sure I haven't lost any redemptions in there. Because I was scrolling. All right, I did not miss any redeems, to my knowledge. If I did, please let me know. Oh, will a volume of Orphans be non-stop punky? No, probably not. I think that the... Thank you, Kendra. I think that the Orphans project is just... It's going to be as ADD as the show. It's going to have to... It's going to jump as frequently as I do, because the whole point of the project is total freedom to... and total responsibility for me to do me and only me. So I think going from something like Priorities to something like How We Live and Die to something like The Deserter or whatever, that's part of what it's about. That is part of the philosophy of the Orphans Project, is to just be as bonkers as we can get away with being. By the way, around 7:15 tonight, I'm going to pause the show and we're going to do a reading, because I have decided it's my show and I should stop apologizing for wanting to expose you guys to as much of my work as possible. And so the Patreon members are getting periodic serials of my novel, and watchers of the show will get them a week or so later live without being able to get the written copy. I think that's going to stay just for Patreon. But I'm going to do a little reading of my novel and get your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. And so the show is going to start being a little bit more of a variety show. You know, there's going to be occasional things besides music popping in. There's going to be occasional poetry, apparently occasional bad jokes and puns. Also, make redeem bad joke and redeem pun two different things. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, well, you'll get to hear it tonight then, Kendra. So I'm writing a novel called The Whenever Man, and I'm working with some great friends of mine who are, like me, published authors. I've been published out there in the world with stuff. Where am I starting? I'm going to start right at the beginning. I'm going to read the prologue and the first few pages tonight. And actually, I'm probably going to be one of those rare artists who does my own audiobooks, because people pay me to read things in my voice anyway, so I figure I may as well use that to my own effect. I have the ability here, and it's one of the things that I do. Thank you, Damien. I know you will, especially because it's set in Seneca, which means that you'll have a little bit of a personal connection to it. Seneca is a fictional city that was created by a bunch of my friends and I, and originally for our tabletop RPGs, and I fictionalized it further and then expanded it a great deal in order to have a fictional setting to write this novel in. Although, again, I want to be clear, this is not going to be an R.A. Salvatore situation. I'm not going to be doing character insertions in my writing. No inserting characters that were made by me or my friends into the story. No writing what happened in our campaign as part of the novel or anything like that. They're very separate entities. It's like this is an alternate reality of that alternate reality, you know, Seneca 616 or whatever. But it's great for world building to have your friends constantly challenge the edges of a story that you're telling live at a game table and go, okay, well, I want to go to a place that does this, and you have to very quickly invent that place, and so you start to have this map of a place in your head. Oh god, we've got a pun redemption happening now. Oh no. So this guy was murdered by his wife. She beat him to death with his guitar collection, and when she was in the courtroom, the judge said, "First offender," and she said, "No, first the Gibson, then the Fender." Ba-dum-ps. Oh man. Do you know what the favorite guitar chord of the average lead singer of a 2000s emo band is? Now there's a joke only a few of you are going to get. But those of you who are gonna laugh because it's not a new joke, but it's dirty. When you play a chord, it's called fingering the chord. So this is me fingering A minor. And of course, we all know how the 2000s punk emo scene did with regards to fingers and minors. Blood on the dance floor, anyone? Well, not everyone knows what I was doing, so I want everybody to enjoy the joke, but I wanted the musicians to giggle first, which happened. But then I had to explain it a little bit. Let's do a song. Something? Did you always want me to be something? Then a broken heart from a devilish shallow nonsense turn your world upside down. Whatever said that it didn't mean something, whatever said it didn't mean nothing. When it's all said and done, Lord, when it's all said and done. But I'm no good next to diamonds when I'm too close to start to fade. Are you angry with me now? Are you angry 'cause I'm to blame? I'm no good next to diamonds, I'm too close to start to fade. Are you angry with me now? You angry 'cause I'm to blame? To blame. Something. Man, a broken heart from a devilish shallow nonsense turn the world upside down. Did you ever want it to be something? Oh, did you want me to feel something? But I know said a silent nonsense, babe, turn the world upside down. But I'm no good next to diamonds, I'm too close to start to fade. You angry with me now? You angry 'cause I'm to blame? I'm no good next to diamonds, I'm too close to start to fade. Are you angry with me now? 'cause I'm to blame. 'Cause I'm to blame. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, now I'm to blame. 'Cause I'm to blame. Yeah. I don't believe in fate, no psychic vision. But when things fall into place, superposition. In any universe, you are my dark star. I want you to want me. Why don't we rely on chemistry? Why don't we collide? Spaces that divide us. I want you to want me. Yeah, now. Superstition aims with imprecision. But when things can't be explained, superposition. In any universe, you are my dark star. I want you to want me. Why don't we rely on chemistry? Why don't we collide the spaces that divide us? I want you to want me. I want you. I want you to want me. No matter what we do, I'll be there with you. Just want me, just rely on chemistry. Why don't we collide the spaces that divide us? I want you to want me, to want me, to want me. I'm pretty much standing now, so might as well just be standing for a while. I love how easy it is to position this thing. God, I love it. I'm overthinking it. All right. Ooh, some notifications here. That was, of course, Superposition by Young the Giant. I like that band and that song very much. When we opened for them, I was blown away. They were, I would say they had the cleanest, strongest live sound I've ever heard. That's what she said. Who hurt you, Doc? I can't do that with a guitar on. I can do the backpack thing, but I cannot floss with my guitar on. It's not gonna work. Let me see. I could run it. Nah, Running Man would be a little loud for my neighbors and weird with a guitar on. Cabbage Patch seems like where it's at. You want the pants dance. Does anybody have a guess as to which pants I have on today? Did anybody see them yet? You know, the irony of how silly I am when I'm doing the dances is that I can actually dance. Like, the wife will back me up. The wife will back me up on the fact that I can actually dance. It's more fun to dance like an idiot. Yeah, you know what? Regular dance can be like a 500 bright bucks kind of dealio. Let's make the pants dance a little more expensive and a once per streamer. Oh, it got the job done. You all saw the brown pants. Gonna get back to basics. I'll start it up again. Said I'm falling from the ceiling, I'm falling from the sky now and then. Maybe it was shot down in pieces, yeah. Maybe I slipped in between. But you're gonna be the wildest people they ever hope to see. Just you and me. So why'd you come home to this sleepless zone? It's a lifetime commitment to recovering the satellites. All anybody really wants to know is, when are you gonna come down? Your mother recognizes all your desperate displays as she watches as her babies drift violently away. So why'd you come home to this faithless town? Make a lifetime commitment to recovering the satellites, when all anybody really wants to know is, when are you gonna come down? When are you gonna come down? She sees shooting stars, comet tails. She's got heaven in her eyes. She says, I don't need to be an angel, but I'm nothing if I'm not this high. We only stay in orbit a time. Then you're everybody's satellite. I wish you were mine. Why'd you come home now to this angel's town? It's a lifetime's decision, recovering the satellites. And all anybody really knows for sure is that you're gonna come down. You're gonna come down. Oh, you're gonna come down. You're gonna come down. You're gonna come down. Yeah, down. Gonna come down. Nobody redeemed it. I'm just dancing for free. Yeah, that song is proof that you know, as long as the melody element is strong, as long as the song can catch you in some way. I mean, you know, it's 3 chords. It's one of the easiest songs to play out there in the world, but not everybody. Anyone can learn to play GCD. Not anybody could write those lyrics. You know. Not anybody could see could sing "Why'd you come home to this faithless town," where we make a lifetime commitment to recovering the satellites. But, you know, that's why those guys were successful. And they were also in the right place at the right time. A lot of things have to happen, I think. Doc, you've worked really hard to be in the right place at the right time, so what's happening with Underground Thieves right now is incredible for them, but it's not as if anybody involved doesn't deserve it. You guys paid your dues. Lord knows Nick has paid his dues. If he turns out to be the next big thing, I'm going to be nothing but happy for him. There ain't going to be a stitch of jealousy in me, because the dude worked his ass off to get there, and he's talented. You know what I mean? Sometimes when a person does really well that I know personally, it's a little harder to swallow because I don't know that I believe that they've earned it, or that they've worked as hard as say I have. But it's not the case with Nick, man. The man deserves it. So Nick Perry and the Underground Thieves, a band that Doc works quite closely with, they're opening for the Struts at a series of drive-in concerts, and they're the 93.3 WMR Artist of the Month right now. And they did work their ass off, and he doesn't trade on his last name or his history, even though he could, if he wanted to, trade on those things. So I'm very happy for those guys, and they have nothing but congratulations due from me. Let's do an original we haven't done in a hot minute. Butler, PA. I was going to say, Doc, are they on that one? There you go, Tim. If you're at that show, Doc will be on site. Oh, thank you for letting me know in chat when that happens. This next song is, well, it's an original by Bright Kelly. Oh wait, that's me. Bright's log. Bright's log, stardate 4. I don't know how stardates work. Bright's log, stardate 4XPQ1321. This next song is written on behalf of the Lamplighters, who are a valuable group who have endeavored with us aboard this starship to go boldly where no musician has gone before. I haven't played it in some time, and I've never played it on Storm Crow. And therefore, I hope you enjoy it. That was half Shatner, half... That was half Shatner, half Jim Carrey doing Shatner, I think. And it said, karma's a bitch you can't ignore. Maybe a quick revolving door, or a comet, I get it. And it said, pain is a fire in the earth. Love is a star that's giving birth to a planet, I get it. When my mother cries, I cry too. When I am, so do you. And I feel it in the way I left facts around a crowded room. I feel it in the network that I see fight for me. And I feel when the memories surround me with their sweet perfume. I feel it in the constellations spelling out a warning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. And I said I was alone before we met. I was alone after you left. You fell in it, I get it. And I said I was a prisoner to the age. Man, frantic erasures on a page. It's a panic, I get it. I couldn't know we'd pull through. I'm still leaning on my old crew. And I feel in the way I left for fights around a crowded room. And I feel in the network that I see the fire for me, yeah. And I feel it when the memories surround me with their sweet perfume. I feel it in the constellations spelling out a warning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I couldn't know we'd pull through. I'm still leaning on my old crew, at least the ones who didn't get caught on the freighter in the last heist. And I feel it in the way you left refracts around a crowded room, yeah. And I feel it in the network that I see the fire forming, yeah. The fire forming, forming, forming. And I feel when the memories surround me with the sweet perfume. And I feel in the constellation spelling out a warning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hi.
Hello. It's story time.
Story time. Thank you guys for just humoring whatever weird shit I decide I'm going to do on the show. I really appreciate that. So what I am writing is I hope to publish it and make some money off of it and do all the things. You stole my stool.
Mm-hmm.
Am I reading while am I standing? Okay. And it is an important part of what I do with my life is writing. And so I'm going to introduce you guys to the Whenever Man. And I hope you like it, and it's not going to take that long, I don't think. We're going to read an excerpt. And if you guys want to hear more and you're not already, members of Patreon are the ones who are going to be continuing to hear pieces of this. And I'll read the occasional excerpt, but if you want to stay on top of it as it's released, Patreon is the place. And so admittedly, part of this is about encouraging people to join Patreon if you haven't already. If you're watching on Facebook and you don't know about that, links are right here. brightkelly.me/join takes you to my Patreon page. Oh boy. And just please understand that this is actually far more vulnerable for me. I'm gonna see how high I can get this. Get my voice nice and close. You really want the full effect. Okay. And please understand, this is more vulnerable for me than singing is, because everybody knows I've been singing for as long as I have. And, not so much with this. Okay. Can I just scroll the old-fashioned way? Okay, this is an excerpt from The Whenever Man by Bright Kelly. And yeah, you are getting proximity effect. And also, yes, my voice really is this deep. So both of those things are true. This is me talking without raising my voice. So if I stand back here, I know I have to talk a little louder and higher for you guys to be able to hear me. But I'm actually projecting and working pretty hard right now. And again, as Mel can attest, if I talk to you quietly, it's going to be down here. This is my voice when I'm not pushing it at all. It's very low, and it's also very quiet. So, the low, quiet voice is the one that's going to read the story to you. Okay. An excerpt. I am stalling, thank you, Joe. An excerpt from The Whenever Man by Bright Kelly. Prologue. Mercy. Mercy, circumvent. In the middle of my journey, I reached the end. In my daze, I tried to count the gray moments, but they were lit from within, and all that I see there blinds me. Then in the center of it all, a beautiful bird, a discordant melody. She fills my senses, her strength humbled me, all paths to her, all roads from her, the unexpected invisible center of my universe. Death stalked her, painted her with her brushes, seeks her with alien hunger. Death is impartial, death is not impartial. Death was an ebon cloud, death is a vicious bitch. Death dogs her footsteps, cat-like and cruel. Death silent as the grave, lurking beneath the bird's thrumming heart and warring song. And me, needle bond, lost boy, Cassandra, the mouthpiece of pitiless time, the Seatown Oracle. Some kind of useless minor deity, some kind of Sisyphus, some kind of life I'm living, or did, or will. I never know anymore. I barely recall when I did. I am ensnared in webs of my own creation. I cannot see the path, because I can see all of them. So what do? I pray she is less fragile than other birds I have known, that she can see herself through the will happen, and then perhaps time will part and her song will reach me here in the eye of the storm. I cannot see her now, her or that which trespasses against her. Mercy, mercy, circumvent. Chapter 1, A Little Fall of Rain. Ren loved and feared the Whenever Man. Which of those feelings dominated often depended on his eyes. When they held that confused, faraway look, her fingers twitched in unaccustomed wanting. When they were abstract and the cacophony of always raged within them, she wished herself capable of teleportation, of spontaneous combustion, of any avenue of escape. The internal chaos Shanti caused in her was the reason she was bemused to find herself standing outside the only place in the godforsaken city where he could reliably be found, Tierney's loft at the Copperidge Arms. Beneath the gaucher and Gatsby decor and the anarchic strewing about of priceless and worthless collectibles, that apartment often played host to the most dangerous secret in the world. Not that Tierney would ever show it. Unflappable to the point of irritation, he was an influencer, as he saw it, and his salons were the stuff of myth and mystery. And somehow in this most modern day, Tierney had managed to resuscitate the bygone traditions of cultured conversations and delightful dinner parties. Ren had never been to one. If you asked the cognoscenti of Cannington or Perry Point, she was a less than ideal guest. That girl isn't quite housebroken, they would say. Still, Tierney and the socialites had found her services useful over the last couple of years. Most did eventually. Ren had time to reflect, rain-soaked and staring at the poured and polished concrete of the building's foyer, that being a messenger in Synchrony City had a few select advantages. Synchrony City. Gods, when had she started using that phrase? It wasn't a real name. It wasn't on the highway signs that inexplicably broadcast the city's current population as if drivers needed to know. But she couldn't call the city Seneca. Not to herself, not anymore. Seneca was a city bounded by reality. Reality didn't always apply in Ren's experience. Synchrony City had different rules, and it wasn't quite home, but it was the closest thing to it she'd found without magic slippers. Since leaving Philadelphia with a student ID and a hollowed-out hardback full of stolen jewelry, she hadn't been much for homes. The intervening 8 years had done little to change her mind. Still, restless and sharp-eyed as she was, the city had gotten its hooks into her. If only she hadn't found it. It was a catch-all phrase, Synchrony City. A cleverish joke some wit had thought of years before she'd ever come here. Now it was ubiquitous in certain circles. It couldn't be escaped. Not for anyone who was a resident of that place. And somehow, for all of Ren's lifelong battle for independence, for all of her hard-won toughness and her legendary sneer, she was just that. So was Tierney. So was Shanti, the Whenever Man. So here she was, pacing in a feverish ellipse around the lobby of Tierney's building, chewing her lip, fretting the fray ends of her sweater, and wincing each time her rubber-soled boots squeaked, sending an echoing chorus like frightened mouse song through Copperidge's vast, impractical lobby. "How the hell do you afford this place, Tierney?" Ren whispered. I scrolled a bit there. Ren whispered, the question in the unconscious manner of people in libraries. Something about the space did that to her. The concrete and marble floors were buffed to an understated glow, inlaid with a hammer and pick crest. The walls were hung with aging tapestries, remnants of the Gilded Age, that were only magnified by the evidence of their years. Ren supposed Seneca had boomed more than a few times over the centuries, and in one of those periods of delicious excess this place had been built. It seemed, like some of its occupants, to have been designed to tower and sneer over the neighborhood. Through the 12-foot wavy glass windows, the sky glowered inward, as forbidding as the security guard that watched her every soggy move. Behind his station, Ren knew, lay the antique Otis elevators that had been painstakingly modified to allow modern automation without destroying the vintage charm. It was monstrous, and it made Ren's teeth itch. It was a big, giant Tierney of a building. Ren blew her breath out in an indulgently bratty huff. It wasn't that she didn't like Tierney. Mostly she did. He was handsome and funny, intelligent, cautious, useful. Definitely not one of the bad things that lurked between sidewalk cracks and sewers or peered out of penthouse windows all over town. It was just that Synchrony City's resident pansexual tastemaker made her nervous. He could go from genial grin to withering dismissal in a heartbeat, and something about Ren made his hackles rise. Even worse, he was a pacifist and an avowed outsider, so she couldn't answer his jibes with some of the leftover knuckle sandwich she carried in her pockets. Not without shaming herself and risking the sanctity of her position as bag carrier, message deliverer, and all-purpose runner to those select Seneca citizens who identified as residents. She couldn't risk her job. It was more than a way to cover the rent on the cramped loft she rented in Bluesburg. It was her identity. It had been, ever since the first time she saw the curtains of the earth she knew fall away and glimpsed the mad machinery beneath. I think that's a good. I think that's a good amount to read, guys. I think that's a good first bit. There you go. A little chunk of one there. And so, yeah, please,
There is more of one!
hit me. Infinity Terminus, welcome. You just missed me, you just missed me reading out loud, like an indulgent.
No, they caught some of that.
So, if I did my job, that part should have you hooked in and curious, and you should be... Oh, that's Fletch! Infinity Terminus is Fletch.
Hey!
There you go. Hey, buddy. Yeah, if it did its job, it hauls you in a little bit, and it already has you wanting to root for Ren, who already feels a little like an underdog. That's the idea. Ren, of course, being the protagonist of, if not the title character. That's been confusing for people, but I don't care. I'm gonna stay with it.
No,
So
makes sense.
the story is named
But I know more
after.
than everyone else.
The story is named after a different character. It's named after a character named Shanty, who gets called the Whenever Man. But the actual protagonist and hero of the novel is not the Whenever Man. It's this girl, Ren Foster. And so yeah, that's 3 pages of. So I've written a few. I've written several hundred, but we are hovering around.
60?
We're hovering around 60 that I would call done. We're hovering around 60 edited, worked pages. Pages that hopefully won't need significant further editing. Which means that I'm, something like 20-25% through the book in finished form. And I'm going to use Patreon to keep myself on target. I'm going to be releasing installments of that novel on my Patreon only, and then occasionally reading an expert over here. Expert, Jesus. I'm like, when I get nervous, guys, I forget how to talk. But my thought is, I want questions as to, here you go. Oh, look at that. I love that. Please do redeem, ask, and then ask your question. That's my favorite possible thing to be happening right now. Because that would let me know what you guys want to know, give you guys some value for your bright bucks. And I started drafting the novel around a year ago with the help of some friends of mine. I highly recommend checking out my friend Michael. Excuse me. My friend Michael Pogach is an author who's been a great help. He and I attended some classes together when I was an undergrad and he was in grad school. And he is the publisher of a series called the Raphael Ward series, which is available on Amazon and Kindle and all that stuff, and is sort of slightly paranormal dystopia and a lot like Tom Clancy, Jack Reacher, spy thriller kind of stuff, but like in a really, I say that in a really, really good way. You don't have to like Dan Brown to really enjoy Michael's work. But yeah, Michael Pogach, the Raphael Ward series. I think book 1 is The Long Oblivion. Highly recommend it. He is probably the primary force on the back end, keeping me honest about this, going over my drafts with me, and kicking the crap out of them as we go. Which I do the same for him. I've read drafts of the Raphael Ward novels before they were published. And before he hit the Amazon bestseller list, which he managed to do, in his genre. He got
That's
to
so awesome.
he got to the top 10 in sci-fi fantasy
Nice.
on Amazon, which I was very happy.
Very fun.
Yes, everyone needs an editor. No, any writer who thinks they don't is an
He's
idiot.
wrong.
You're an idiot. You cannot be objective about your own work. And so this draft is so different than original drafts were. The original draft, the language was out of control. There were too many adverbs. My friend Dan, who also helps read my drafts, at one point he goes, "Is this like a blank punk novel?" And I went, "Oh no, does it read like one?" And he went, "It's like only because the language is like a little over the top." And so I dressed it all way back down. I caught myself showing off a lot in the first draft, which is a thing. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
You're really cute.
Back to laundry. Oh wait. Redeem dance.
I'm grabbing her butt right now, just so you guys know.
I'm redeeming a dance.
I have like a solid double.
Stop.
I have a solid double handful. Put it back,
No.
please. Just
Not
one.
if you're talking about me like that.
Okay, fine. I'll be nice. You're so cute, though.
Thanks.
I mean, I really like you.
I like you.
All right, go away. You're gonna put glitter on me.
I already did.
God damn it.
I didn't though.
All right, back to Stormcrow. Thank you guys for indulging me. I please ask me questions about this, especially if you don't know what kind of story it is yet. It's not lewd. It'd be lewd if I showed you. You guys are just... Hang on. My response deserves to be typed. Lindsay, thank you for burning 50 bright bucks on a question you know the answer to. You know, I would probably ask her out, but I'll be honest, man, I'm a little nervous. She gives me like butterflies in my stomach, and I'm like, how do you talk to a girl like that? You know, I don't. Maybe I should write her a song. I'm sorry, wife. Are you outraged? Excuse me, I am outraged. Oh no, she's married? Dang. I don't know, man. Do you guys think I could beat her husband in a fight? Oh, but by the way, Patreon currently has more than that excerpt already published to them. So if you want to get a little ahead of the story, and of course, he'd kick my ass. Wait a minute, I don't know how to take that, Kendra. I feel like that's like, I feel like am I being insulted or complimented? I really can't tell. I don't know if I could do 345. I don't know. I wonder what I'm trying to I actually know my maximum lift in pounds. But I can't do that math pounds to kg in my head. So I'll tell you right now. No, I definitely can't lift 345. I can lift about probably 150. Linz, I don't care if you spend it on song requests every show. I wish every song request was accompanied by bright bucks or a tip. I no longer accept requests without a tip, a bright bucks expenditure, or being from a Patreon member. 345 kilograms is, let me see. It's like a lot. It's like 760 pounds. Kilograms are like 2.2 pounds ish. It's like a little more than 2.2 pounds. So I can deadlift like 330 pounds, and I can bench like 225 pounds when I'm going to the gym regularly. Right now, I bet I could probably do like 160, 170. Probably, maybe more, but not a whole lot more. When you're not lifting regularly, you lose your resistance pretty quickly. And of course, I'm not going to the gym because it's not safe, even though I miss it desperately. I wish I had the money and the space. If I had the space, I would be quickly working to put a gym together. That is modest. I'm benching like 50, 60 pounds less than I used to. I miss being shredded too. There was a brief moment in time where I could count all my abs, and then it was a lot of work, so I stopped doing it. But I'll get back to it at some point in the near future, I think. I kind of have to. There's stuff on the horizon that means I'm gonna have to be on camera again at some point. Dig my toes into the sand. The ocean looks like 1,000 diamonds strewn across the blue blanket. I lean against the wind, pretend that I am weightless. In this moment I am happy, happy. I wish you were here. 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 Here. Lay my head onto the sand. The sky resembles a backlit canopy with holes punched in it. I'm counting UFOs, signal them with my ladder. And in this moment I am happy, happy. I wish you were here. 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 World's a roller coaster and I'm now strapped in. Maybe I should hold the care, but my hands are busy in the air singing. I wish you were here. 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 There you go, a little Incubus, because it fit the theme. Mm-hmm. That could play. That'd be really good. I should learn. Find the starting point. Ah. That was no, that was the song from The Little Mermaid. Are you asking if I'm gonna play a certain song about satellites? Whoa, cat! He almost knocked my guitar over. I certainly can. I've never tried that one in as this kind of arrangement. And you know, for my mods, man, almost anything. But let's do something sillier first. Time making up the reasons to justify the hurt inside, 'cause she knows from the smile and the look in her eyes, everyone's got a theory about the bitter one, saying mama never loved him much, daddy never keeps in touch. That's why she shies away from human affection. Yes, somewhere in a private place, she packs her bags for outer space. She's waiting out for the right kind of pilot to come, and she'll say, I would fly you to the moon and back if you'll be my baby. Got a ticket for the world where we belong. Won't you be my baby? She can't remember a time when she felt needed, yeah. If love was red, then she was colorblind. All her friends, they've been tried for treason, crimes that were never defined. She's seeing love is like a barren place, reaching out for human faith. It's like a journey I just don't have a map for. A baby's gonna take a dive, push a shift to overdrive, and send a signal that she's hanging on her hopes on the stars. What a pleasant dream, just saying I would fly you to the moon and back if you'll be my baby. Got a ticket for a world where we belong. So would you be my baby? Mama never loved too much, Daddy never keeps in touch. That's why she shies away from human affection. But somewhere in a private place, she packs her bags for outer space. And now she's waiting for the right kind of pilot to come. And she'll say to him, she's saying, I would fly to the moon and back if you'll be my baby. Got a ticket for a world where we belong. Want to be my baby, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that band a lot. Unabashedly, I still think they put out a lot of great music. It was a little overproduced, but who cares? Not a whole lot of my songs are on theme for this this night. I did the two that were obvious. You know, Inexplicable starts with mention of outer space. And then, you know, there's comets and constellations and stuff mentioned all over Hello, Good Morning. But off the top of my head, I can't think of another one of my songs that mentions outer space objects. Huh. Maybe I should write more. Should have requested. Oh, God, was it The Aliens Exist? I would have put in the work. It would have happened. But I think I'm actually gonna just do one more song and then wind down with a little chat. The William Shatner. No one wants the William Shatner version of Rocket Man for real. Maybe you guys would get tired of that after like 30 seconds of it, for sure. Oh yeah, I guess that one does, doesn't it? Well, shit, now I've got to do it. Thank you for reminding me. That one actually does, in fact, that one directly mentions spatial objects, and indirectly mentions alien life forms. Although you have to kind of be a little bit of a nerd to get the alien references. Okay. Well, I don't have a piano today, but... might work. Real quick. Is there a heist active right now? Or is there not enough time? Hey, there we go. Wish me luck. I've never played this on guitar in my life. Centuries have come and gone. Oh, how I know you. Feel it from a dying sun to lie below screams and empty schemes. So all that's left is shattered dreams. Loving might be what it means. So how I know you, like I've been this way before. Guess I lost at that time too. Memories, something deceiving. It ain't me, but I can't help believing something pulled me back in time. And memories that can't be mine are breaking over, shaking defenses. Making sense has left me senseless. How I know you, I don't know, but I'm not afraid to take it slow. 'Cause centuries have come and gone, but oh, how I know you. I came here from a dying sun to lie below you. Fading screams and empty schemes. It's all that's left of these shattered dreams. And loving might be what it means. 'Cause oh, how I know you. Lost in the flow, current swept it all away. Now we're here, so complicated. Loving leaves it more barricaded, breaking down each door I come to, only to discover more. And I'm gonna lose it, gonna drop anchor, give myself to the ocean. How I know you, I'm not sure, but I'm not afraid to know you more. Centuries have come and gone, but oh, how I know you. I came here from a dying sun to lie below you. Fading screams and empty schemes, all that's left is shattered dreams. Loving might be what it means. 'Cause oh, how I know. Oh, how I know. Oh, how I know you. So my friend Sarah Accardi adores that song. I think it's probably her favorite song I ever wrote. I wrote that one a million years ago. I like there are people in I don't know. There are people like thinking about their college applications who were probably alive, probably weren't alive when I wrote this one. I refined it a little over the years to make it a little more something, and then it was in my musical that I did in college. I produced a musical in college that I actually was like gonna do the whole thing with. I was gonna go fringe it and pitch it and all that stuff, but it just didn't happen. But that was one of the chief songs from it. Thanks, Nancy. That was one of the primary songs that ended up in that show. Play song You Know What. Well, it was accompanied by Bright Bucks, so. With or without Drummathy. What if I wanted to do it like this? You know, like what if I wanted to do it like that? Yeah, this song kept just showing up in random ways in between me and Joe. So Joe hit me up one day and he was like, "I think this is just like our song," and I was just like, "All right, well, I'm down." This is my last song for the night, but thank you guys so much for hanging out here. Cosmology was this is one of my favorite themes we've done. I really enjoyed this one. And I like the simplicity of this, you know, not going crazy with all the bells and whistles, but I like the bells and whistles too, so I guess it really depends on my mood. Ugh. If you've enjoyed tonight's show and you feel inclined or able to do so in some fashion, please consider supporting me. You can go to brightkelly.me/join to join my Patreon. You can go to brightkelly.me/shop to pick up some stuff from my merch store, including the brand new Gritty City Bards collection, or a retrospective canvas or paper print celebrating Songs from the Big Chair's last 6 months. And you can also just go to brightkelly.me/tips to pay me out directly if you want to just throw some money my way. Or you can tip at the Streamlabs link, which one of the mods will throw down, and that'll make it appear on this little green bar to go toward our mixing fund. So these are all ways you guys can help support me. And if you can't do any of those, it is so okay with me. If you can't do any of those, just try to get more people to tune in, man. We've got 17 people watching right now, which ain't bad. And it's my fault that it's not higher. I should be promoting the show more and better, but I haven't been because I've barely had the energy to keep my life above water, and so I will ask you guys as parts of the Lamplighter community to help pick up that slack just a little tiny bit for me. That would mean the world. Thank you so much for even considering it. But yeah, this is my last song of the evening, and it is by Sarah Bareilles, and it is I widely considered a perfect song. This one's for the lonely child, broken hearted, running wild. This was written for the one to blame, the ones who believe they're the cause of chaos and everything. You may find yourself in the dead of night, yeah, lost somewhere up in that great big beautiful sky. You're all just perfect satellites, spinning round and round this broken earthly life. This is so you'll know the sound of someone who loves you from the ground. Tonight you're not alone at all. This is me sending out my satellite call, yeah. Sending out my yes. This is so you know the sound of someone who loves you from the ground. sending out my satellite call. This is so you know the sound of someone who loves you from the ground. Tonight you're not alone at all. This is me sending out my satellite call. My satellite call. Hey. Oh, na 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 na. My satellite call. Hey. My satellite call. My satellite call. My satellite call. This is so you know the sound of someone who loves you from the ground. Tonight you're not alone at all. This is me sending out my satellite call. Say thank you. The last few months have been really eye-opening. First off, it's shown me that the people who support me the most are not who I thought. At least not always. And it's really sort of reinvented my marriage, I would say. Wouldn't you agree? Without hitting the guitar, that would be wonderful. If you can, for old time's sake, please, stay the fuck home. Stay the fuck home. I know you're sick and tired of the same four walls, but it beats a catacomb. So stay the fuck home. If you can, stay the fuck home. Don't be a bitch, watch me on Twitch. You'll never feel alone. Stay the fuck home. Stay the fuck home. If you're essential, meet your potential and stay the fuck alive. Thank you, Doc. That's a ridiculous amount of money. You're gonna have to argue with me about not sending some of it back. Thank you, Joe. I don't know why you're sending me money when you're giving me your time and labor for free already. You're a crazy person. Thank you. I'm seeing notifications from people who aren't showing up in the Streamlabs as well. So let me just very quickly make sure I'm not missing anything important. My phone lit up a few times, so if you tipped off of the stream through Ko-fi or another way, thank you for that as well. I don't see those notifications quite as live. On the next Monday Method, I'm probably going to be singing my head off. You good? You're very sparkly. My name is Bright Kelly. Please track me at brightkelly.me or my band at thegreatenough.com if you're not already doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do for me. You guys are my favorite, and if ever there are 1,000 people watching this show, I will remember the ones who were here from the start. I will remember you guys so much. But that's the show. Sorry, Doc. I know you just spent serious money trying to get to 300K, but it looks like you're probably still gonna be the first guy to do it, but it's not gonna happen tonight. In any case, it looks like Orphans is funded. Doc, Jesus Christ, Doc. $190 is too much, buddy. It's too much. We'll have to talk about how I can pay you back in some fashion, whether that's, I don't know. We'll talk about it, but thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you to everybody who always watches. And keeping me an affiliate here on Twitch. I will see you guys again on Monday. And we're going to start doing some weirder and stranger things as we go along. And some of you, of course, I will see tomorrow for private stuff. But thank you, as my wife is saying right now, for being part of the extended weird family that is the Lamplighters crew. And thank you for letting me always count on you guys. Much love and good night from the big chair. I will see you guys next time. That's all, folks.